this is my in the bag. This here is a Fossil laptop satchel style shoulder bag. If you want a full breakdown of how I built this, check the video in the link description. Let's start, of course, with the most important disc, the putters. So you can see here I carry two Pures, Latitude 64, 0 soft. It's a pretty flexible disc, not like super soft. Anyway, I have two of them, mostly for practice, but also just, how they do, whichever one's feeling hot that day. Mostly they're both pretty cold. Next here I have, this is a Judge in a prime plastic by Dynamic Discs. It says 176, so I guess it's not totally max weight, but I like the way it feels in the hand. The plastic it's really stiff, which I guess some people like. The rim is a lot deeper, so it ends up really feeling in the hand a lot like an Ultimate disc, just a little bit smaller in diameter. So I really like it for those backhand kind of up shots, something really short, under 100 feet. It gives me a lot of confidence in its reliability. It feels like no matter what I throw this on, it ends up going flat. So what I need to do is still learn to start trusting it to go really straight. So it's nice for those really like soft kind of up shots to the basket. My next approach disc is a Paul Macbeth Zone by Discraft. I picked this thing up in the store and immediately just in my hands it felt amazing. It's got almost that kind of top that's so flat it almost kind of concaves in. This is a 170, 173, 174 weight. It's really heavy. It's the plastic. It really feels really great for those flick up shots, and I've been trusting it more for kind of really short backhands. Off the tee, I can maybe get this to 150, 170 range. It dumps. It's super stable. It dumps so hard every time. It's really great for those high cut, like kind of high hyzer approaches. It's like every time I'm approaching, I feel really confident holding this. It's got a lot of great skip, a lot of good ground play. This is my go-to. If it's anything but a straight line, I'm going for this. Backhand, forehand, fights the wind really well. Now let's go on to the mid-ranges. I have here the number one indicator of amateurality, the Star Mako 3. The other day I played with it and I was on this really small course and this really short course and it was really wooded, and I was just getting these beautiful straight lines. Of course, it's not really a super flat top, but it's just a little bit of pop that gives it all that really nice glide, and a really, really thin rim, which was really nice and comfy for my sidearm game. And it just flies straight forever. And then next here we have a Discraft Comet in the Z plastic. I had a starter pack from Innova and I lost the Leopard, and this two guys that were playing behind me came up, and I was looking for this thing for maybe like 10-15 minutes. I'm one of those no disc left behind type guys. And he was like, man, keep the sport alive, don't worry about it. And he reached in his bag and he grabbed this disc and he gave it to me. He said, this ought to replace that. So first of all, it's good to have for those good feels. But second, when I put a power grip on this and I torque it really hard, it comes out. It doesn't like it, but it always will flip over and go left with a sidearm kind of dominant game. That's really nice to have for a nice short mid-range kind of maybe 150 kind of foot, to be able to know I can get around something reliably every time if I torque it really hard. So it's good for those sky turnover shots. A new addition to the bag, this just came in today. This is a Prodigy Ace Line S, 177 weight. First of all, I love that it's pink. It's a really nice dark hot pink. I've never thrown any Prodigy disc before. Came as a bonus disc, mystery disc for an order, which I couldn't refuse. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty stiff. Like I said, really flat top, a lot like the Mako 3, only a little bit flatter. I'm looking for a mid-range that will stay stable and always finish right. That way I have a mid-range straight, a mid-range left, and a mid-range right. Would be an excellent addition to the bag. Alright, on to the fairway drivers. I got this. This is a factory second Star Leopard. This is a 159 weight, which is, I think, right about my kind of comfortable weight ratio. It's only a 6-speed, so I need to put it on a hyzer, power down on it, maybe go for a fan grip. I've been testing out my fan grip lately, and get a nice hyzer flip in the woods, a nice ride. I've already done my practice for the day, so I haven't really done much with it. Another recent addition to the bag is the Star Roadrunner. This apparently is the Greg Barsby flavor. This is for when I need a nice left turn off the tee. It's a 163. It's a little low on the scale, but that kind of helps it get over. If I put a nice kind of like power grip on it, I can get it to flip over. It's a little squirrely in the wind, a little bit unreliable. I can't get it to turn over every time, but that's not the disc fault, that's mine. As it ages, it's only going to get more of what I want it to do. I used to really like the Wraith. I had a Star Wraith. I had 2 Star Wraiths. I lost one and then bought another one. I also had some sort of Paul Macbeth prototype driver. It's a 12-speed. Anyway, I thought my speed was up to like 11 and 12. It is. What's up? It's my roommate. He's gonna go drive somewhere. He is either working or inside all day playing video games, so I did not think he would be coming out into the daylight today. Right, so I powered down on the flight speeds like everybody recommends, and I've been getting a lot better results. So this is a Star Valkyrie. I really like the Star plastic, just a little bit wider rim, which also feels just absolutely perfect. I used to throw this with a power grip, and it would turn over sometimes and not particularly reliable for me. So I switched to just kind of like a standard grip. And as long as I get a clean release, this flies straight just absolutely forever, and then has a nice little fade. And then like it's a pretty aggressive ground play if the grass counts for it. I think it's just about the perfect disc for like where my game is right now. It's got a little bit of a pop top, which I think where it gets that nice good glide. It's just my go-to for, I can get about 305. I think it's my average. 300 feet is a reliable kind of distance, somewhere between, you know, upper 250s to 300, which is probably all I'm gonna get out of my game right now. So it just happens, it's just absolutely the perfect disc for where my game is. This is a disc that I found somewhere, so I took the liberty of taking it. I have no idea. It's one of those kind of like tournament special games, special discs, and it's got all kinds of advertisements on it. It's an Innova Champion. There's nothing on here that really says what it is particularly. It ends up being a really stable disc, stable to overstable. I can't imagine it's something super hard, kind of like an ape that I used to throw, but it's either got probably somewhere around a 0 or a 1 stability. It always finishes right for me. I can throw it nice and flat, and it'll hold it for a while depending on how much power I give it. Always end up to the right. It's got pretty good ground play. So when I need something pretty reliable in the wind, something nice and overstable that will always finish right, I reach for this bad boy. As far as what else I have in here, a couple napkins. else we got in here? We got a towel, and of course my mini, and which I haven't lost yet, and that's about it. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want to see more videos talking about what a person who's been doing disc golf for a year thinks and does, post in the comments, and grow the sport, grow the community.